Hey, what's going on YouTube? Gage from Outdoor Instincts Live and Aquarium Talk TV. Today I am in the house of Peter McHugh from the Pete McHugh Show, and I'm going to show you guys how to recalibrate a refractometer. So in previous videos on Outdoor Instincts Live, I think I had a video where I talked to you guys about hydrometers and refractometers. Refractometer is the easiest, in my opinion, and most accurate way to check your salt water. And this is what it looks like. So this is a refractometer. I'm not really going to get into how it works just because I'm trying to keep this a simple, short video on how to recalibrate these. Essentially, if you have one, you can kind of follow along with this video. In the top of your refractometer, at least with this specific one, others may be different, somewhere on your refractometer there should be a screw hole, and there's a screwdriver that is provided. Now what you're going to do to calibrate these is you're going to put some calibration fluid underneath the lens, close the lens like you normally would when you're testing your salt at home in your aquarium. Look through the lens. The recalibration fluid is set for, I believe it's 1025, let me see here, 1026 and SG of 35 parts per trillion. So that's what we're going to want to look for in this, is that 1026. So if you look through here when you're using recalibration fluid and it doesn't say 1026, say it says 1028, then you're going to turn this. It's either to the left or to the right. You'll just look through it as you turn it and you'll see it go up or down. So if it's at 1026, you're going to, or I'm sorry, 1028, turn it down to until it says 1026. If it's 1024, turn it up to where it's 1026. The recalibration fluid is always set for 1026 for salinity or 35 ppt for SG. So that's what you want it to read inside of here. So if it's higher than that or lower than that, then you need to calibrate it until it reads that. So for those of you that have never used a hydrometer, let's say, you're just getting yours for the first time, this is recalibration fluid. It's nothing really fancy, just, you know, solution that's 1026. Don't use RO water, even though RO water is supposed to have a reading of 0 on salinity. Don't use it because we're not actually adjusting our our refractometers for a salinity of 0. That's not a scale that we use. We use a scale of 1022 to 1026. So that's what we want our refractometers to be set at, is that 1026. 1026 is as high as you're going to want to go for a reef tank. You can get away with like 27, 28 is pushing it, so you don't want it that high. For a reef tank, 1023 to 1026 is where you want to be. So that's what we are going to set this for, is 1026, because we don't really want to get any higher than that. So that's where our recalibration fluid comes in. So with the pipette, take a little bit. Actually, what I am going to do really quick, which I suggest everybody else does, we use the same pipette for his refractometer out of the tank water, so I'm just going to rinse it in some fresh water real quick, just to make sure that there's no contaminants from the tank. So if you're going to use the same pipette, do the same thing. Just rinse it in some fresh water. That'll get rid of any salt that's in there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and dry it a little bit. I don't want to contaminate the solution. So now that we're good. Now, just to make sure that we don't contaminate the solution, I'm actually going to pre-squeeze the pipette, and then I'm going to stick it down inside there and suck some up. You don't need a lot at all. Just enough to cover the lens. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now we're going to see what this is set for. His is reading 1025, so it's off by 1, exactly 1, which isn't bad. I actually had mine recalibrated today, and mine was off by 1.5, so once again, he's kicking my ass in something when it comes to reefing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to adjust this to a 1025, or sorry, 1026, and this is reading 1025, so we need to increase it by 1. So put your screwdriver in the screwdriver notch, Let's turn it and see which way this goes. Okay, if you turn it to the right, it lowers it, so we gotta turn it to the left. Booyah. 1026. This is now calibrated. So that's it. That's how you do it. There's nothing to it. Make sure that you are using recalibration fluid. Don't use RO water or any other type of water with a reading of 0, because as mentioned before, that's not an area we operate in. So hope this helped. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. Hopefully you guys like this. Again, Gage from Outdoor Instincts Live. I'm going to throw this up on Aquarium Talk TV, so tell your friends about it, look for it, and go ahead and check out Peter's show on YouTube, the Pete McHugh Show. He's got some cool stuff on there, and he's also got some nano reefing tips for you guys on there. So thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.